There's one thing I am fearful of is going into psychosis and being killed by police officers. I'm afraid that one day there won't be a place for me to go when I lose my mind. I'm afraid that my family is going to have to be a psych ward for me, and there will be no place for me to go. How can we have a community with mental health people in it and not have a mental health ward for the mental mental people? I don't know. I think we need to bring back the old system and just leave out experiments out of it. Take away shock therapy and take away experimenting. I don't think that my family should be a psych ward for me. And I don't think the street should be a psych ward for me. And I don't think jail should be a psych ward for me. You know, this is very unfair to my family. They don't have a place for me. And it's unfair to a lot of other families that don't have a place for their family members that are going through the very hardship struggle of mental health. I suffer from schizophrenia, one of the worst diseases to have. And I know that one day my medicine is going to wear off, it's not going to work, and I'm going to be permanently in psychosis. And I don't want to be, I don't want to live with my family in that situation. But I don't think that I should be surrounded by criminals. I don't think that police officers should be coming to my door to take me to the hospital. I do believe that we should have more gun rules. We should just take away guns. Because I'm tired of this whole stupid Second Amendment thing. It doesn't make sense. We're going to screen for mental health. Do you know how many people there are that don't have... You don't even have the system in place to screen for mental health, let alone find out that someone has mental health problems. So how's the system going to work there? There's a lot of systematic changes that have to happen in order to change the culture around guns, gun victims, people getting shot. All right, what's the cause of it? Who are smuggling drugs? I mean, who are smuggling weapons and selling them illegally? And why? What purpose? What is their main profit from? So you'd say drugs, trafficking, and human trafficking, and credit fraud. Those are the three avenues. So all you have to do is legalize these things. So for credit fraud. So two things you legalize. You legalize drugs and you legalize sex work. You take the money from them and you put it in legal hands, and that will make them disperse. What else can they do to make money? There's always a culture thing. It's always, well, the Bible told me so. And yet, back in the day, when we didn't have all these laws, like let's say the 1800s, we didn't have the infrastructure in place to catch all the bad guys like we do today. We have the infrastructure and the ability to catch all the bad guys. So I don't understand why we can't legalize this stuff then. Because I don't believe anyone should own a gun. I don't. You don't need to hunt because everything's poison. So what do you need to hunt a deer for? Or a bear or something like that when everything's fucking dying? There's only two things you can do: hunt an animal or hunt a person. And you ain't hunting people. What do you need to protect? Oh, I need to protect my rights and all that stuff with a gun, you know. When? What's your fat ass gonna do? I guess you're like 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight. So I'm gonna protect my rights. You don't even protect them now. But once they get to this point, I'm going to protect my rights. You don't even protect your privacy. You don't even protect the internet. I don't see you going to the hood and making people stop killing each other. I don't see you doing a neighborhood watch or something. I mean, since you got so much rights, why don't you take a militia and go into the gang territories and tell them to relinquish their weapons then? Since you want your weapons so bad. Why don't you interrupt the drug trade and stuff like that then? No drugs. All right, well, you do it then. Police ain't doing it. Why aren't you going after the biker gangs and stuff like that, huh? Because I would like it to be like UK. But hey, no weapons at all. Or like Japan. It's very hard to get a gun. Because I think the only people that should have guns is military and police officers. This whole idea that the military is going to come around and kill a whole bunch of citizens is a bunch of bullshit. Government, take my guns. And that's still not the biggest problem. These are minor problems. We still got a bigger problem than that. That's called nuclear weapons. And all the agreements that we've signed are going away. All the agreements. All the fucking agreements are being trashed. And I don't see anybody going out to the street about that. Because I don't care what kind of political view you got there. Bomb fall, bomb fall. So, yeah. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts from a schizophrenic with Crohn's. IQ 75. Oh, and a few days ago my balls hurting. But I got better. Also, the water might be poison I'm drinking. I don't know. I guess I'll wait, 30 years down the line and see if all my organs fail and stuff, then I know, yeah, my water was poisoned.